Clearly, there is some, I mean, the realistic sort of movement out there is that, I mean, you specified probably the majority opinion, but there are certain other opinions about even looking at the whole concept on the basis of taking ru'ya, as in witnessing the moon or the hilal, as a sabab or not. So there are clearly cases where visualizing the hilal is a sabab, and therefore a cause, and as a result of that, it's a necessary component to actually then deciding on whether the day would be Eid. And there are those who basically say that it's not considered as a sabab. So there is still some element of variety or diversity in some of the opinions that are out there in terms of how they take that particular nas of the Quran and Hadith. Just out of interest, going back to the same point, which is probably more important for the kind of people that we have who are watching us now and who will be watching the recording, is this is causing a lot of issues in people's homes in terms of, you know, parents, children celebrating different days. Can be very problematic, especially if one is, you know, fasting while the others are celebrating Eid. Now, how can we deal with that issue? What you know, open question to both of you. You know, how would you deal with that particular issue? Is this something? Some people even claim it as the moon wars that are going on at the moment. In you know, when it comes towards the end of Ramadan, what's the general way of dealing with this? Is there certain people who are to be blamed for this, that have caused this sense of conflict? Is this an issue of ijtihad? And therefore, should we accept the differences here and then, you know, reconcile a way of, you know, reducing the harm on the basis of celebrating on different days? What should be the approach here? Open to any of you.
I mean, firstly, I would suggest, my recommendation is, you know, every Islamic month, الشهر هكذا وهكذا is 29 or 30 days. If, for example, we understand the important significance of the blessed month of Ramadan, the night of before the day preceding the Eid, people are engaging in i'tikaf, the importance of one fast in Ramadan, man sama Ramadan imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi. Can you imagine, this is the only month that Allah Ta'ala has given so much barakah and blessings, that every action that the person does is multiplied many fold, and keeping that fast and standing in Laylatul Qadr. So how can, if somebody knows, leave the blessed month of Ramadan when there is ambiguity, when there is doubt? So it's more about leave that which is doubtful to that which there is no doubt in. If we know that the month has not ended, then we complete 30 days. So it's all about entering into every Islamic month with certainty. So the issue on just because of unity and getting the people together and said, Alhamdulillah, we are united. But you know, the reality, unity is not really based on getting people together and having a very large gathering. That is not what unity is about. When you look at the Hujjaj and the people that are assembling on the plains of Arafat, in comparison to the 1.5 billion Muslims in the world, so we are looking at over 3 million Muslims. So that is, Allah Ta'ala has kept that they will, the duty of the Hujjaj is to be on the plains of Arafat on the night of Dhul-Hijjah. So yes, indeed, the confusion is with regard to Eid, whether it's Eid al-Fitr or Eid al-Adha. It does not mean that whatever is declared in another country, because we are in another location, where is the evidence that we have to follow? That is what the issue is. Where is the evidence to say that Makkah is our main focal point of sighting of the world, that we unite the entire world? It's not logical, it goes against logic also to unite the people. So it's all about working together, getting those masajid together, and if it means that we are able to establish Eid, you know, in an Eidgah on the right date, because what is happening now, there is a lot of effort being made. Many masajid are coming together, and they are uniting the people on dates which are, you know, we would even say, you know, wrong dates, and that is what the danger is. If somebody has a position and responsibility, somebody has knowledge, somebody has authority, then it is فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ إِن كُنتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Then we have to leave this matter for those people who have greater knowledge about it, and for them to establish that authority and come together, like how ulama in Batley have got together, Batley Moonsighting Committee, like how we have many Imam have come together, established Rafaqat ulama. This is what is greatly needed, and hopefully a time will come where more and more like educational programs that need to be conducted in every single masjid, but it needs to be delivered by the resident Imam. That is what is greatly needed, that we equip the Imam of the Masjid so that every month they can make the announcement and not wait for Ramadan. It has to be done for every Islamic month. And once there's consistency in the announcement and declaration for every month, so by the time Ramadan sets in, people will be accustomed and they will already be looking forward to an authentic declaration. And in the UK especially, given that our sunset is much later, we should already precondition the people that do not spoil your Ramadan, your last day of Ramadan. Do not enter and send your Eid Mubarak when there's 2-3 hours still remaining for sunset because a declaration has been made in another country. So I think this is a very serious issue. Hopefully we pray and make dua, it will be resolved with time.